I am recording right now and I'm going to do a remake video of my Emerson 1895 Masterpiece Edition ceiling fan. As you can see, it's antique brass and it does have the more generic canopy, so I surmise the fan was manufactured circa 1987 or 1988. I don't remember exactly when Emerson did away with the 1895. Somebody who knows that for sure can comment below. But there's where the canopy screws in right there. So I think it was like some of the later 1895 models that employed the more generic canopy, and the last one I hung up there had that. And another thing that sets this fan apart is the ornate side man. Let me zoom in a little more so you can see it. Beautiful. And we'll have a look at the vents, shall we? Yep. It's got the typical 1895 vents. And let's have a look at the blades. Has the 1895 brackets that curve inward, like sort of the heart-shaped. And it's got nice Emerson blades. I used to have Lasco blades on it when I first got it, but I decided that these ones looked better on it. And if you noticed, I removed the ornate Lasco turn of the century badges right there. So it's two less Lasco things that are on it. It's 100% Emerson. I don't know about the light kit, but I think the light kit's Emerson. But, oh, sorry, I don't know what it was on my leg. But anyway, these were new old stock Emerson blades. I got it at a lighting store that's now defunct. And in order to employ these blades, I had to put rubber grommets and hunter screws on the blades. And they work out pretty well. I mean, I did have to put balancing kits on them because when I first installed it with these blades, they wobbled, but they weren't out of clock. So, and I think I greatly reduced the wobble. You'll see that in a few minutes. And there's the Emerson logo on it. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's the fancy writing. And no, that is not the reverse switch. That actually allows you to run the fan without the remote, just from the switch directly, but you can't change the speeds. And speaking of which, when I put the air cool on high, this fan started to rev up. It is starting to turn slightly. But that was rather surreal. And another unique thing about this Masterpiece is it operates solely by remote control. And let's turn on the light, shall we? I'm sorry, I don't have all four bulbs in, but it puts out a good amount of light, so 75% of it is there. The fourth one must have burned out. And you can dim them, bright, dim. Okay, lights out. Another click, so if you hold the light button, that can raise and dim them depending on your mood. And that turns the fan on and off. That does the speeds. You can see the arrows right there. There's the Emerson logo right there. Oops, fade out a little bit. And let's read these instructions, shall we? The FCC ID, and this device complies with FCC rules part 15. Operation of this device is subject to the following conditions. 1, this device may not cause harmful interference, and number 2, this device must accept any interference that may be received, including interference that may cause undesired operation. Okay, speed selections, that's our operating instructions. Short pulse, high, medium, low, off, fan reverse, long pulse, 5 seconds reverse airflow. And the lamp is short pulse on off, long pulse is dim bright, which I already showed you. And now let's rev up the fan. I'm going to try to see if I can start it off on low. And here we go. I don't know what speed it's on. It's kind of off, but I'll just start out on high. Now it's off. I'll just cycle it high, medium, low. That might be easier. Okay, fan is on high. It does shake to start out, but once it gets up to speed, it doesn't really do that. And it really puts out a decent breeze too. Medium. Let's try on low. It really has a nice aesthetic low to it. To zoom in on it. Looks really neat. Now let's turn the light on for the heck of it. That's awesome. Light off. I'll watch it spin down. I mean, it looks so awesome with those blades. And the stock blades were actually the kind you'd find on the Casablanca Classic. But who had this fan before me swapped it out with Lasco blades. That way you don't have as much glare from the light. Okay, fan has stopped. Now let's try to reverse it. I think hold it for 5 seconds. Watch, the fan's going to reverse itself. It's going to spin down and reverse. Reverse, reverse. Sorry folks, I can't help get the cha-cha slide out of my head. Thankfully this fan doesn't cha-cha. while on high. Like I said, I corrected that. It's going to spin down. That's going to do a 180 for this direction. Spin down. Okay, it spun down, but now I'll rev it up. Okay, it worked on reverse, so it's on high reverse. It's wobbling on high reverse for some reason, but I guess that's just the way of the blades that would cause it to do that, but here it is on reverse. There it goes again. Sorry for the redundancy, but technically you're not supposed to run on high and reverse, but alright, I think I'll conclude this video right now. Thank you for watching. More to come.